So one of the things the Army's been trying to do for a number of years is better track soldier biometrics. Now you can do that with a smartwatch, but it's better if you can get more readings across the body, at the heart, at the lungs, in different areas of muscle activation. And what they're developing now with partners at MIT is a way to incorporate fibers that almost act like they're a standalone computer within each fiber, or almost like a smartwatch over your whole body. They're doing that and they're integrating it into fabric and using it to measure different characteristics of biofeedback. They've started with body temperature, gathering as much as 4.5 hours worth of body temperature readings from just an armpit portion of a t-shirt, and using that data to evaluate what exactly the soldier was doing during the time without knowing what activity they were doing, because they can measure the rate of temperature, even of perspiration. Now in the future, they want to add more activity, like electrical impulses perhaps from the brain, muscle activation to see kind of which parts of the body are being fatigued, and they want to communicate that across a lot of platforms. So that uniform can not only measure body biofeedback, but also communicate it out through radio networks so that a commander miles or thousands of miles away even could read and see kind of what's the conditions of my soldiers in this squad or platoon or even company. And by using that, they can then measure soldier performance and also track kind of their health characteristics. Moving beyond that, they can also hope to add new modules in the future with algorithms and software that would allow for collection of toxins in the environment. So say you're exposed to a chemical agent, even something as light as petroleum, what is that doing to the body? How is the body reacting? And over time, how often has that soldier been exposed to a toxin, maybe over the course of days, weeks, or months in theater? And they would know when to pull them out and do some kind of therapies or some kind of reactive medical interventions for such exposures. One of the reasons why commanders, leaders want to know how the body is performing, how a soldier's body temperature is being affected, is performance, overheating, overstress, dehydration. I mean, catching those things before they occur to where they're at a catastrophic state where a soldier might pass out, have heat exhaustion, heat stroke, is a way to improve performance, stop, take breaks, feed water, other types of things with, like, say, heart rate over time. They could find out maybe there's a heart condition in a soldier that wasn't uncovered in, say, a medical or clinical location, but could be uncovered during intense training. And in early testing, something besides biometrics, they've also been able to store information in the actual fibers themselves. So they've actually stored short video clips up to 2 months in these fibers that are incorporated into clothing. So essentially you could gather intelligence, it could store within the uniform rather than in some other kind of a hard drive and be transmitted at a later date or stored for other usage. Now essentially, this is made by creating spools of fiber with little microchips or processors in them. So what they do, as scientists explained to Army Times, was they take a kind of a pool of the polymers, kind of a liquid form. They insert very small microprocessors in there, I mean, almost can't see them with the naked eye, and they draw them out almost the way you make a candy cane with a spool of sugar, weaving the red and the white together. Of course, these are transparent, translucent, there's no color to them. That then gets woven into the fabric itself of a uniform, or really any clothing item. You could put it into gloves, you could put it into a hat, a scarf, you could put it into obviously the t-shirts what they're testing now, even your underwear or your boots. So they can track any part of your body, maybe pressure sensitivity is another option they would be looking at to see kind of how much pressure you're putting on certain parts of the boot for future use. And that's basically how they can measure head to toe everything that's going on in the body, much more than what you find in a smartwatch. So work on this is still in the laboratory, so you probably won't see it very soon in your uniform, maybe a few years out, but we'll keep tracking here. This is Todd South, Army Times.